Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Hearthstone. So we had a little bit of a lost episode there. I played two games, one I won as a rogue, one I lost as a druid, and they finished the Meek Shall inherit the earth. So all we need to do now is get two more victories between druid and rogue. So let's again start over. It's been one of those days. Just one of those days. What can I say? I've been very busy. I'm now racing towards midnight to get this episode, this recording session done, so I don't have any problems like, um, don't get another quest that I would need to work on. I guess I really wouldn't have to, but I wouldn't feel good about it. Definitely. I had a pretty good game too going. That was a pretty good recording session, and it just that was a pretty good episode. So let's just recap what I was talking about, or talk about it again. Now, I have tons of, on top of being very busy and having to do a bunch of non-YouTube related work today, and thus why I'm running late today. We are in the middle of E3 for me, and I just don't have any real information about it other than I heard the Xbox One is coming out with a 1 terabyte hard drive edition, which is, eh. I mean, undoubtedly the Xbox One, a year ago when it was originally released, should have had a 1 terabyte version. All minimum. But I have a 5 terabyte hard drive. I still have yet to even bother to plug into my computer. 1 terabyte's not a lot. If The Witcher is the equivalent of about 25 gigs, Witcher 3, then you're talking 4 Witcher-sized games times 10. That's 40 games if you could fill up a 1 terabyte hard drive 100% with just games. Which is not really what the case is going to be. They're probably going to save a lot of that space for their recording and their streaming and their OS. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was as low as 750 gigabytes that you could actually use. Maybe even as low as 512 gigabytes of actual usable space. And it's still, to my knowledge, no SSD is being added, and that's the real thing. On the lists of things that I wanted to see in the next generation of consoles, I wanted to see both of them by default have some level of SSD, some kind of hybrid drive or something, and they just don't. And their specs in a lot of other ways are really weak too. I don't think they're particularly powerful processors. I don't think they have a particularly large amount of RAM. Well, I'm pretty sure they have actually a laughably low amount of RAM. I don't think they have particularly good video cards. And already I hear reporters sensationalizing and saying that they just feel super underpowered compared to PCs, which has always been the case, but never to this extent. At least not in my appearance. And I think I've talked about it before, but let me just recap what I wanted to see. A lot of my ideas on the new consoles are things I would have liked to see. None of them showed up, but well, I think I may have at one time said, well, of course I want stronger, better processors and all that, and of course we did get better processors.
Here we go.
But I wanted a Blu-ray like 5-disc changer, just so that you could lazily put 5 different games in there and not have to get up to change the game. Even a 2-disc changer would be a major game changer in for a console game. But if you go with the 5, which would probably be the number they would go with, you could put 5 25 gigabyte discs in there, Blu-ray discs, and that could be on some of the late games of this console generations. That could be a situation where
I wonder.
X marks the spot. X marks the spot.
oh, that sucks. Yeah,
Here we go.
take that one. It could be that some of the later games, the Witcher 4 or 5s at the end of this console generation, it could be disc 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. And then you could at least play one game that was huge in some fashion. I wanted a wireless adapter option so that you could stream at least 720p, probably 1080p, to a second TV in your house. I wanted...
Come close and listen.
Job's done.
I wanted a SSD, more powerful video card, way more RAM, way more graphics, way more than what we got. Controller, I was the controller even for the 360 is just fine. There's really not a big difference there.
I can fix anything.
Here we go.
Give it to this guy. One of the features that I think would be revolutionary is a setup I came up with, the general concept called a Northbridge SLI.
Something needs tinkering.
So you have your regular video cards SLI, where you can have two video cards and they'll work together and almost be double the power of one video card. Well, Northbridge is the part of a CPU where most of the things interconnect. And so what that term is, I'm using it to say, is I would like an ability that you could buy two of the consoles, connect them together, and then the wireless streaming would be 1080p. The entire console could go up to like 4K in
Here we go.
on its main TV. It would be twice as fast on the processor, twice as much RAM, twice as much hard drive space, twice as much video processing. Now, that would be a revolutionary new technology, because you're talking there multiple CPU type server setups that there really isn't any kind of interface like that yet. But I imagine it will eventually get created. If he doesn't kill me,
My magic will tear you apart.
let's see.
I can fix anything.
Let's see. Well, I'm doomed.
Well played.
Let's see.
Thailand lover.
The only thing I can do here is hope for a spare part that would give a minion taunt. And I don't have
Here
that,
we
so I can
go.
hit the base, but I've lost. That sucks. So, if you wanted to go the crazy route and buy two consoles, you could plug them together and have a super duper powerful setup going on. And I think that would be cool. There were probably some other thoughts I had, but I can't remember them now. I was thinking about what I wanted to see in new consoles before the new consoles came out. over a year ago. And we certainly didn't see any of that. We got a lot of, oh, it can work with your TV, oh, it can record video, oh, it can stream, and does any of that stuff really work? Still, even now? We got a lot of recycled games, not that many new
You asked
games.
for it.
There aren't really any exclusives, even a year later, that I feel like, oh, I really missed that I didn't get to play that. Almost everything comes out on the PC. It more and more as the days go by, I get the feeling that I definitely made the right decision going with PC, and pretty much being a YouTuber, it's definitely easier going with the PC. But the games are better. Do I kind of regret that in the first few months of being a YouTuber I realized I needed to build a new computer? I regret having to spend that money, definitely. I wish I didn't have to, but I don't really regret having a new PC. I don't really regret smoother, faster load times and a better performance. Going from a gaming laptop with a mobile 770 video card to a PC with a GTX 970 is a major improvement. Let's see. Give a minion +1/+1 or +2/2 taunt. Alright, let's see. Get rid of this one. Smash this one in the face. I updated my druid deck. I got rid of a lot of the Blackrock cards that we were experimenting with. I think I got rid of them all. Not that what I really put in there extra are much better. Let's see, I have the Rover card was one that I threw in. But I'm still definitely trying to work on this.
Bathe in flames.
Do that. Smash the face.
Job done.
In the turn. Suppose I could have given them +1/+1, but that wouldn't have helped. Might be better to give this one +1/+1.
What to do? What to
So
do?
I will get to the point where I start reading. Oh, that kind of worked kind of well. I will get to the catching up on interesting move. He didn't play it well correctly though. Let's see. 2 minion to all enemy. Let's see. I want to play this. I still want to play this. But if I play this, I'll kill him and protect this.
I wonder.
Deal 5 damage to a minion. Interesting. I will catch up on the E3 coverage and comment on what other reporters are commenting. I'm not sure I ever want to be the type of person that goes to E3 and is there reporting and it happens. Is it my career path to be a games journalist or to stay as a independent games critic, as it were, and not have the industry inside field? I mean, it'd probably get me a lot of YouTube videos if I had breaking news, sure, but I've described myself so many times as just a slightly above average gamer who definitely plays a lot more games than, for a lot longer than most. But I don't want to skew too far. At least at the moment, I don't feel like I want to skew
For the wild.
too far to the point where we are just where I am talking, taking interviews, publishing interviews, writing articles, talking to the creators of games. I mean, if they wanted to talk to me right now, that's great. We've had that. We've had Nate T. Bird watch my videos, the creator of Cryptcrawler, on the Cryptcrawler Minecraft map. He has watched my videos and commented on them, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. But is that what I want my entire career to be? Do I want to start taking more and more time talking to people who create games, or do I want to play games? And I think I want to play games. I think gamers who watch me, I think people who watch me are going to want to play games. Or maybe for some other reason they want to watch me, I don't know. But I don't feel like they want me to become something to be, they want my time to be taken away from games.
I dream and the world
This guy is getting more and more powerful each time. End the turn. It's gonna be hard to stay alive after this turn for him. 3 and freeze it. Wow. Oops. Yosa awakens. Deal 5 damage to all characters except Yosa. Well, that is definitely one way to lose the game for yourself. Oh yeah, I heard Dark Souls 3 is coming out. Okay. So Dark Souls 3 has been confirmed. I've played no Demon Souls. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 1 and got stuck about halfway. I didn't play any Dark Souls 2. Didn't play any of Bloodborne. Am I gonna play Dark Souls 3? Probably not. It's too difficult a game. And how many series have I gotten on the same argument where I've just said this game is too difficult, this is too difficult, this is crazy, takes too long, it's frustrating.
Job's done.
We've seen lots of games like that. We really have seen a lot of parts of games like that, but also a lot of games like that. And that's why I definitely want to get back to playing The Witcher 3. It's been... Still have not gotten back to it.
Job's done.
I will, hopefully, sometime this week, get back to it. Because, yeah, I'm not having a lot of trouble with The Witcher 3, other than it's just a little weird. The way they have everything spread out. So it's not guiding you directly on a straight path. But I've hit the point where I'm powered enough that I can deal with most of the random events on the map. So this here, just sounds this one, and then let's get 3 more howls, why not? And then smash this one in the face. It's nice to be on the science mode of Kerbal Space mode now, where that's not difficult. It's nice to be done with recording Plague Inc. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. it's done. So I don't have to worry about that.
My shield
Uh,
for Argon.
It's nice to be done right at the moment, at least, with Minecraft things. So I'm getting close to the point where the only thing I need to do is Kerbal Space Program and Witcher 3, and then Minecraft will come back into needing to be done after a while. Let's see. Return all minions to the owner's hand. Well, that'll be interesting. Kind of just stalling here for this. The ninth turn. Yeah, I helped him there. I helped him real bad with that one. This. Let's go ahead and smash the face. So next turn, I'm hoping for a mech. So this will be a 3. And then I wish I wasn't frozen. So I'm looking for a mech. Alright, so mech comes about. Willing to do this. Let's summon a weapon. That's pretty good. Next turn is a this guy. Whenever an enemy mech dies, summon a leper gnome. So if I can kill several of them, your mechs cost 1 less. If I do this, then I will have 7. This would cost 8. So, summon this.
Here we go.
Smash the face. Down to 8. I see no reason why they won't win this next turn. Could I have done anything differently? Probably. Still not a great deck. Obviously, we're probably going to end up, let's see, just doing 2 episodes still. Be nice if we will be over the 3,015 we started at, but we did lose some money on that arena run. And we're trying to gain money, trying to get to 4,600.
I must protect the wild.
Let's see. Anodized Robocub, one of the new cards I put in. I'm testing that one out. I don't know of any other games. I saw there was some story about Mirror's Edge Catalyst was copyrighted as a term or trademarked as a term. It's probably going to be a cell phone game. I heard someone describing Mirror's Edge as a shooter where that promotes you to that encourages you to throw away your gun. And hearing that description just made me vehemently disagree on what Mirror Edge is. I mean, Mirror's Edge is a parkour simulator. The Mirror's Edge one was a parkour simulator that had a very bad gun mechanic in it that needs to go away and not be in the second game. I would be really, really upset if they doubled down on the gun mechanic. I'm not even gonna be super happy if it's there at all. I just want the parkour. That's it. I'm fine with people chasing me. That's That's fine.
I greet you.
But I definitely don't want them pulling out guns and me having to karate chop them in the back of the head to take the gun away from them in this slow motion move that I did over and over again. And then me getting in some of the later scenes in which I'm surrounded by gun-toting police officers who are just shooting me non-stop, which is definitely what happened in the first game. There was a whole garage section where you would just be shot by like 12 people, and if you didn't run in the exact direction that the game wanted you to, which wasn't being made perfectly clear, you would just get shot and die. There was another section near that where you had to immediately pull off a pretty precise maneuver, otherwise you'd be in a lower section surrounded by more police trying to shoot you. It did not make for a great experience. Let's go ahead and kill this guy, this guy, play a little control. So I'm really hoping that none of that is in the game. But to think it's a shooter, to say Mirror's Edge is a shooter, is not only an insult to Mirror's Edge, it's an insult to shooters, in my opinion. It's just wrong. It's not what the game was about at all.
For the wild.
What is another example of this? It would be anything. It's almost like if you said Halo was a
Get in there and fight, man.
truck driving simulator because you could drive the Warthog. Now I haven't even played Halo, but if I went to anybody who had played Halo and said, "Oh yeah, it's a truck driving simulator. You drive the Warthog everywhere," people would be like, "No, absolutely not. That's not what the game is at all." Let's see. This is an interesting choice on my part. Do I want more shooters coming out? I think Borderlands 3 is going to come out, and I probably will want to play that on this stream. There's a Steam game out called 60 Seconds I'd like to play.
Put this apple on your head.
And do all that, but I mean, I think it would be good for maybe one or two videos, and that's kind of a problem in itself, isn't it? If I was gonna
It has to be snakes.
just do a like one episode game. Summon a 2/1 damage golem. I mean, I could get him off the board. I guess I might as well. Yeah, that didn't turn out probably the best way it should have. 60 seconds is, you have 60 seconds in the first part of the game to collect all your family members and as many resources as you can, as your city is being bombed by nuclear bombs, and then you get down in a shelter and have
You
to
must cleanse the Sunwell.
kind of like FTL, go through the scenarios of FTL. Now there is no fighting in it, in the sense of actually engaging in combat. It is all just scenarios come up and you use the resources and make decisions and ration out food and water. It has a pretty unique art style too, so that's part of the reason why it has some appeal. But it definitely seems like one of those games that I'd play only a few times and then I'd be done, and at a $10, I think it's $10 on Steam. It's just, and do I want to start abusing the new refund policy of Steam that just
My
came
shield
out?
for
That
Argon.
if you play it for less than two hours, you can just ask for a refund. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't think so. I think they would not appreciate that at all. Let's see.
Snakes. It has to be snakes.
Yeah, I'm about to lose again. This is terrible. This is terrible.
My shield for Argon.
We're not doing anything. I've made zero progress on building up a Steam library. I'm halfway. In fact, I've made more progress on making a good old games library, which I had zero intention on doing. I got The Witcher 3 through good old games for free because I bought the video card. And then a week later, if I had bought the same video card, I would have gotten The Witcher 3 and the new Batman game. But yeah, maybe I don't understand the system as far as gifts. I know I don't have a lot of viewers. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers. So
Valyra versus Gul'dan.
asking
Your soul
or
shall be
expecting,
mine.
asking is
Watch
fine. Expecting
your
is
back.
unrealistic at the time. That people would actually help me get through that. Send me extra copies of games they had. That just hasn't happened.
Job's done.
I would definitely talk about it and be like, this guy's great, this guy's awesome, if that ever does happen. But it just hasn't yet, which sucks. How do we want to play this? If I summon this, then next turn these two can go. So that's what I'm gonna do. Deal 4 damage to me. Darn it. Well,
Powering up. Portals online.
Job's done.
up. So yeah, I've not gotten anything but the Talos Principle on my Steam library right now. It's a kinda sucks. Let's see, what do we want to do? Whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 1/1 imp. Well, let's just hit the face and
Here we go.
try to progress that way. Now if this guy wants to take this guy out, he'll die. If he tries to take out either one of these, he'll survive. Now, I'm still hopeful on the Steam library. People haven't even friended me on Steam. And I don't know if maybe I have friend requests waiting or just people that have. A lot of those social media things have yet to really take hold. Let's just face it, I don't think anybody's been to the Facebook page. I don't think
My shield for Argon.
anybody has.
Here we go.
I've gotten a lot of random people on Twitter. I don't think anybody has reblogged me or followed me on Tumblr, but I don't even know how Tumblr works, so maybe it doesn't work that way. And I think that's all of it. I'm not sure if anybody friended me on Blizzard.net because of my YouTube series, or if I just got random people that friended me. So yeah, the whole social media stuff's not working great right now. I think a lot of that has to do with the outro. The outro goes really long. It has way too many call to actions. I know, but I don't know how to break it up anymore. Maybe I should just do 3 different endings. Maybe that is the trick. Maybe I should just do 3 different endings. Like, one ending, I say like, share, subscribe, comment, watch every second of my videos, a second ending. If you want to donate, that could be a second ending. If you want to follow me on Facebook, that could be a third ending. Maybe I just, at the end of each episode, I pick one. Maybe that would be, spice it up a little bit. But then the message isn't getting out there that I would like it. The message that I wish would get out there. Let's see. With me getting out there as much as I like. Still haven't done the outro. I don't know if the outro's ever happening at this rate. Need to do a new intro. Don't really have the graphics to do that. I need to figure out. I've made no progress on figuring out what in particular I want the new intro to say, because I don't particularly want it to just promote whatever games I'm doing now, because the games come and they go a little bit too fast, and I'd like to make a more permanent intro, or at least something that's going to last longer than a couple of months. So I got a lot of work to do. I got like other things I want to do. Ambition plenty, time very, very little of it. Okay, so at the end of this recording session, as we now wrap up, we're at 360. We didn't make a ton of progress. We did the arena run, which really hurt us. We have 35 dust, and from the pack we won in the arena run, which is not enough. It just is not enough. We need at least 100 to start getting some of these made out, unlocked. But it's gonna be a long journey before we get everything unlocked. I am somewhat wondering what this 4th button is actually going to do. I mean, I have really no idea what it could be. I'm gonna have to give it some thought. What could it be? Seems very questionable what you could do. Unless they're gonna do like a duel thing, where you could team up with your friends, and then 2 decks playing together. So I play on the first turn, my partner plays on the second turn. That would be pretty cool. That was a Yu-Gi-Oh way of changing the game that they did on a few occasions. Yeah, that's about the only thing I can think of. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to go listen to some E3 footage and figure out what got announced. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. Maybe I should get rid of all of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can do that by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. No donations yet. Still a tiny, tiny channel though. I mean, so I'm not really surprised. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media, like Tumblr, Twitter, Google+, Steam, Battle.net, and Facebook, All those links are down below. And I really would appreciate people following me on those things. That would help me with each one of those services wants me to have tons of friends and followers. It helps me get legitimacy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.